Hello and welcome to Fashion Report Friday, the weekly video series trying to get you the most MGP humanly possible from the Mandeville Gold Saucer on a Friday when judging begins. This is week 271 and the theme is Feral Fencer. The individual clues for items include Beastly Head Turner for your helm, Born Blyo for your chest, Medic for your gloves, and Labor of Love for your legs. In this video we have a 100 score, an 80 with dies, and the easiest 80 possible. For the 100 then, you can go for any of the Kabuto. These are helms usually obtainable from Heaven's Turn events every year. Heaven's Turn is essentially the celebration of the new year, usually around the zodiac, so we have an animal involved. So any of those will work. The Silver Toro, the Silver Snake, etc. Lots and lots and lots of options there, stemming all the way back to 2014 with the Uma Kabuto. If you don't have access to these, you can of course go to the cash shop and purchase one from a previous year. These, however, were obtainable in the game. And if you have misplaced them, you should be able to get them back from a recompense officer in any of the major city starting states. So, next we have for our chest piece the Linen Blyo. This is a very easily obtainable item. You can also craft this with Weaver, but low-level city-state armor vendors such as Gwalta in the Steppes of Thal in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange Market District of Uldar will sell you this very cheaply, in fact for 5,000 gil. Alternatives include other Blyos, so the Woolen Blyo should work, the Plundered Blyo from Sestasha or Copperbell Mines will work, and the Felt Blyo. There are plenty of others as well, but these are the ones that will definitely work. So for the gloves, I went for the Pagos Field Dressing. These were originally available in Pagos lockboxes. You can also get these on the market board purchased from other players who got them from Eureka Pagos lockboxes as well. Alternatively to this include anything that has a similar visual style. This includes the Mana Field Dressing, which can be obtained from Hawk Manor, which is a dungeon, of course. We also have the Arachne Field Dressing of Striking or Scouting, which are Weaver crafts, and I believe the Serpent Elites Field Dressing will work as well, although I haven't tested that one this week, which is obtainable for 500 allied seals. They're kind of like fingerless gloves. I would wager that some others would work as well, other fingerless gloves, but they're kind of like bandages with, yeah. So these are the ones that work anyway, and the field dressing is probably one of the easiest to obtain. There's not really much reason for having alternatives to this slot. It is so incredibly easy to obtain. This again from Gwalta or any other low-level city-state armor vendor. You can get this from the Disciple of Hand or Disciple of Land tab, levels 10 to 19 tier for 216 gil. So that's a pretty good option. Now we move on to the dies then. For an 80 with dies, we've got Apple Green on any weapon in the game, Rust Red on any helm and chest in the game, Gunmetal Black on any gloves in the game, Gunmetal Black on any legs in the game, and Kobold Brown on any boots in the game. Combining all of these dies and having something in every slot will get you an 80 score, which is the minimum required for the maximum MGP. And then finally, for the easy 80, it should come as no surprise that we're using the combination of two items from the 100. You could also do die options as well if you want as a mix and match, but I personally think the Linen Blyo, which is vendor purchased, and the Amateur Slops, which is also vendor purchased from the same vendor, a low-level city-state armor vendor, will be the best option. It is certainly one of the cheapest, coming in about 5,200, maybe 5,300 gil in total. That's very difficult to really argue with. Of course, if you do have some of the other items, one of the Kabutos or something, that's an easy extra bit of the score as well. So yeah, just look back, mix and match between two of those items, or realistically put some of the dies together with one of the other items, like 4 dies or something, and you should be fine. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with the Linen Blyo and Amateur Slops. Make sure you put yourself the MGP free company buff on if you have it. Any personal buffs from your, your Squadron NPC command missions. You get those that give you buffs as well towards MGP, and enjoy. Hopefully people are working towards whatever they're working towards, and including the Blackjack mount, which I know a lot of people are doing these for. Much love, enjoy the rest of your day. A link in the description will take you to the Reddit thread where this is theorized each and every week. Much credit to them, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.